Hello, and welcome to Reviews. Okay, I'm going to start out something. I was really easy on the first issue of Goddess Mode, and, I took a little bit of flack for that. Um, the reason for that being that, um, yeah, I know Zoe Quinn has never written a comic book before, so that's what we do. We give them number ones, right? Um, And so I went a little easy. Plus, it reminded me a lot of Dot Hack, which, as I mentioned before, I love Dot Hack. And and so this seems to be now Dot Hack, Matrix, Tron. It's a really bad mishmash of stuff. But I kind of gave it the benefit of the doubt because it was kind of interesting. I kind of like the premise. I thought the premise was interesting. That's happened with a few of these books. The execution, not so much. This book, maybe I should just wait to the end, but this took me a while to get through. There was a lot of false starts on this. Trying to read this is difficult. And I'll just jump into this because I'm kind of mad at myself for buying this, for propping up Miss Quinn here. So we pick up after the end of the last issue. I've forgotten her name. Cassandra is in Azeroth, and she's freaking out. As the other women are. She's still breathing. Yeah, she was mumbling something about her sick dad in my ear a second ago. That's so sad. And so she's freaking out, and yeah, get used to these unhinged jaw faces. You're going to see that throughout this book. Plus, it's an interesting design choice they made with Cassandra's Azeroth avatar. With the blue lips, with the little stripe going down her chin, makes her look like she's drooling all the time. Especially here where it's not like lined up. And yeah, they're running. And she's being carried by the other, well, they're oracles. I didn't want to say their name just yet. And yeah, we get these pages. This book is garish. I understand they're trying to do like this whole virtual reality type thing, and it hurts the eyes. This is like what comics in the 90s would do when they wanted to do like virtual worlds. They throw in a lot of blues and purples and mess around with the backgrounds and yeah, it looks bad. And I understand you have to do a stylistic choice to differentiate the real world from the virtual world. I get that. It doesn't have to be so hard on the eyes. It all looks like ass. Oh. Oh, wait, that explains it. That explains why it looks like ass. Uh, Easy joke. I went for it. No regrets. So anyway, they're running, and it's again, it feels like it needs some editorial preening on the preening. No, pruning. Preening is cleaning up. Pruning on the dialogue. The exit note is just ahead, so please try and hold on just a little longer. Exit to what? Can you not hold the can you hold the questions so we're not surrounded by ravenous demons who want to gnaw our faces off? Exit note. Exit to what? Reality. Is that so hard to say? Is that really, really so hard to say? So, yeah, friggin' newbies. Oh, and then Psyche, the Alexa of the world. Oh, she's a fairy. I kept waiting for her to say, "Hey, listen." So yeah. Uh, Now I don't know how I dialed into this mess, but can you just disconnect me before my boss notices? Apologies, but this is not a simulation. Azoth is much more than the network humans use to harness it, just as you became more than human to inhabit it. Okay, so we're doing a little Tron thing. Actually, physically being disassembled and put into the virtual world. Yeah, Tron did that, what, 1983? And better. So, in the dialogue here, it succeeded in breaking you down, but it failed to devour you. So what happened to the demon? You devoured your attacker and gained a body that can traverse both the analog and the Azeroth, analog being the real world. Instead of becoming prey, you became an oracle. A monster tried to eat me, so I ate it back? That is a 65% accurate interpretation. Actually, no, it sounds a little bit higher. You just said it tried to devour her, but she ended up devouring it. So, yeah, that seems pretty much far more accurate. So, we find out that this, the one with the eye patch is actually the so-called Mother of Demons, and is not part of them. And they go through... It took me a moment before I realized that was a portal. I thought it was just some kind of weird centipede type thing. But no, they go through the portal, end up back in the real world, in a bathroom stall. Oh, that's so random. And apparently this is where they choose to come back into the real world. So, yeah. So I got dragged from a gig on the other side of Los Angeles to a magic computer hellscape and into... Wait, did I land in a puddle? Yeah, God, I love this dump. Yeah, it's called The Sad Dad. So, yeah, find out one of the girls works here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, look at this art. Look at this. Okay, enough magic, enough oracles, enough crazy. Who are you people? Then we get to kind of expedition dump of who they are, you know, their little symbols and what they do. She's the Oracle of Overflow. Now this one here, who is a wrestler, we'll find out later, she can generate many copies of herself to beat up enemies in Azoth. I keep calling it Azeroth, but it's Azoth. And digitally multitasking in the analog. This one, she's the Oracle of Noise. The static she generates can block out the strongest things inside Azoth and most things in the analog. And this one, the Maid Marian, is she's basically the Oracle of Interpretation. She can sense where things are, and it's close to telepathy in Azoth. But out here, it's closer to sort of super empathy. So they still have like their powers in the real world. So is it technology? Is it magic? Who knows? Who knows? And we find out that, like they said, she is the Cassandra. The main character is the Oracle of Garbage. See, Cassandra, Oracle. You see, you get it? You get it? That's clever, right? No, it's not clever. Yeah. So it's basically, you know, Cassandra keeps wanting to dump out of this. I'm going through this because this is just look. So much is written and so little is actually being said. Look at this art. Why is Mary just kind of staring right at us? They're just kind of piercing into us. And yeah, those things kill people, and you want me to fight it? I'm not going back in there. So she ducks out. But Cassandra, of course, is, you know, kind of in a bad way. She can't afford a lift home. That's when Marion comes back out, gets her a ride, and, you know, tells her basically she's stuck in this world, you know, this world of fighting off the demons between the two worlds, basically. You know, Cassandra's trying to tell her, listen, I don't know who you think I am, but I'm not like you. You might live a life where you can afford to play superhero, but I don't. I can't save anyone. I can't fight monsters. I can't afford a ride home. I have real problems. I'm not about to look for more as an effing hobby. And you think it's going to get... Oh, it gets worse. It really gets worse. You know, Mary Maiden basically gives her origin story and how she's the strongest of them, and fought off the demons and started recruiting other oracles. Girls who survived being attacked by these demons, who suck people, and they choose people in the analog, in the real world, and and they pull them in and devour them. And usually they don't escape. They don't make it out. But the ones that can make it out, that can escape the demons, become these oracles. So no idea why they become like the oracle of garbage, or the oracle of, I don't know, frosted flakes, whatever the stupid things are. Oracle of overflow. Yeah. Oh, and you'll see sprinkles throughout this, technology terms, IT terms, and if you work in IT, you'll see them, and it just comes off with just enough to remind you of Zoe Quinn took an 8-week course and, programmed a game. So I can't say anything much. If I wrote a comic, I probably would do the same. So fine. If they want to make us monsters, we can be heroes. Yeah, freaking hex wives. These pages are. These have to lift my fingertips. At least they're not coming off of my fingertips, I don't think. Okay. So yeah, that one with the eye patch, dominatrix. Who? Oh, that monster. Oh yeah, the being you calls herself antimony. It's not a woman. It's not even a person. It's a demon in the shape of a girl, imitating us so it can play some sick game with our hearts, getting us to let our guards down. And then it killed Oracle, so it shows how she tried to recruit it, and I've never even come close to defeating it. Believe me, I've tried. So yeah, we know who the final boss is, and Cassandra's trying to figure out who this Mary reminds her of. Oh, it's basically a pop star, a pop star in that world. And then the narrative starts taking wild leaps. So we see Mary is doing a live broadcast, performing songs, and then we get the basically comment section. We got people trolling and ha ha ha. Yeah, that's funny. Let's waste a page on this. And what's interesting is they said that wrestler woman made copies of herself and can multitask, but it seems that Mary's the one who's actually performing here, and Psyche's telling her how exhausted she is. So it looks like she's doing multiple things at once. As you see, which did Zoe screw up their powers, or is she just running holograms based on herself? Because they did mention that, people theorize she was just an AI. What exactly is going on here? Does she forget who had what powers? She was supposed to be the empath. And, besides, I'm needed elsewhere. Tall poppies logging in. Yeah, they call themselves the tall poppies. If you know the tall poppies thing, they explained it in here for you. But, yeah, the tallest poppy is the first to get cut down. Yeah, which doesn't make sense in this. They're... It's stupid. They're escaping these demons. It doesn't make them the tallest poppies. That's not even what a tall poppy means. God. Oh yeah, you saw that chat log. That comment section was good. Let's read chat logs. Let's read chat logs in bright colors, as we see a little bit what the other ones are doing in their personal lives. This one, she's the wrestler. The other one, as we learned, worked at the bar. This one's just having a threesome. She's, what is she doing exactly? Is she typing on an invisible keyboard? Because you get the impression that they're doing this while they're doing other tasks. Probably their implants, whatever, hooks them into the Azoth network. They could do basically in their head. But what exactly is she doing there? So yeah, great. So now I just have to fight off hell beasts, save my dad, and keep my potentially murderous boss happy enough to keep me out of jail. That somehow doesn't feel like I'm winning anything. And then that's when they get they hear a thing and their eyes all go funky, and they realize they got to go into the virtual world again, and they're getting sucked in. You might want to get ready, kid. We're going in. What? No, not now. And there they go, all getting sucked up with all the wacky colors as they're standing in front of a demon. And of course, she just falls down. She's not used to it. And it turns out this demon is currently feeding on a victim. And why do they always get the thing when they're alerted? And so, wait, why is everyone standing around? It's still feeding. Someone's in that thing, being torn to shreds just like we all were. Yeah, we gotta give them the chance to pull it together and make it out in one piece. Can't really do that to them if we punch them to bits ourselves. So, Mary, what was that dominatrix monster's name again? Yeah. Wait, why is the mother of all demons fighting one of her kids? Probably doesn't want to risk an oracle coming out of it. I don't know. So, she's attacking the demon that's currently feeding. What's going on with this? Who knows? I'm going to stop here. Trying to go through this real quick. Someone doesn't make it out alive. This book is... I literally have a freaking headache after reading this. This cover's kind of... not... Yeah. It's not horrible. But man, the art is just... It wouldn't be so bad if the style changed, like it was more exaggerated in the fake world. Like, look at that. Her head is just squeezing together and elongating, and there goes that jaw again. But when we see, the real life stuff, it's just as bad. Look, just as bad. Yeah, so this book is trying to be like The Matrix, porting in and out of the real world. Like I said, I still get huge dot hack vibes because of that syndrome that puts people into comas. And even that Matrix, dominatrix woman, kind of reminds me of like an evil Helba. Yeah, I'm getting really into the weeds with the dot hack stuff here. But yeah, this book it's bad. I had hopes for this, and I know I've said this in other videos, but I had hopes. An interesting premise, and it just seems like let's take all this stuff and mash it together. We'll take the Matrix. We'll take dot hack, which is I think I'm the only person that's made the dot hack connection, and let's work in Tron. And yeah, I know nothing's original. Things are built from other things, but it's so glaringly obvious, and she's not doing anything new with it, is the real problem. And the thing about this is, Cassandra really reads like a self-insert for Zoe, and I think Zoe is working through problems here. I'm Cassandra Price, Oracle of Garbage, apparently. It just... reading this, and once I made that connection, it's like she's working through some of her own personal issues in this book. Her own frustration. I have real problems. I'm not about to look for more. Yeah, I kind of want to look up her history, find out if she has a strained relationship with her father or something, because I kind of get that. So, yeah, and the cover blurb here. Sassy, smart, and more than a little pissed off. I got none of that from the first issue. I got none of that from this. It's not smart. It's not sassy. And more than a little pissed off. Maybe here the main character, she just yells at everything. She's not sure what's going on. This book is dumb. Oh, God, why? Vertigo, after everything that just happened with Border Town being canceled, and with this, and we got Hex Wives, this is all garbage. Freaking garbage. So yeah, any nice stuff I said about this book, any goodwill I had, any, let's see what happens, maybe this will turn out good. No, this book is freaking garbage. And like I said, from reading this book, I have a pounding headache from all the colors and, trying to read some of this. Yeah, let's be cute. Ha ha ha, this is crazy. Let's put white on orange and then white on pink and whatever color that is, purple maybe. Yeah, this book should come with freaking Tylenol. It's garbage. 5 o'clock. I'm giving it 5 o'clock. Only because it borrows from some good things. Screw this. Oh, man, this is... Well, at least I picked up, other books, today, for this week's thing, and... Oh, God. I hate myself, don't I? I think I hate myself. There's got to be some type of mental condition that I suffer from to do this to myself. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Is anyone liking this? Did anyone like this book? I would love to know that. All right. See you next time.